Kyle Larson wins, but it's not without controversy. Let's talk about it. Coming up next. What is going on, everybody? Hope you are doing good today. Kyle Larson wins the race, but it is not without controversy. On that final caution, the final restart, Kyle Larson sank it in there. Chase Elliott took the outside groove. Kyle Larson sinks it in there. He moves Chase Elliott out of the way. He goes on and holds off A.J. Allmendinger to get the win. But you were not expecting that move from Kyle Larson. You usually expect teammates in that situation to race each other fairly clean. I'm not going to say it was the dirtiest move I've ever seen. If it was a short track, it essentially would be called a bump and run. But it felt a little bit more serious than that. This is a rivalry, in my opinion, that has been building for a long time. It's been building since last season. I made a few videos about it last season. I thought this had a chance to be the biggest rivalry in the Cup Series, and it played out yesterday. Kyle Larson did something that we don't normally see him do, and in fact, he said he wasn't proud of the move itself. But like I said, if it was a short track, it would be considered a bump and run, but it felt a lot more heavy this time when he did it to Chase Elliott. Of course, Chase Elliott said all of the right things in public. He handled it like a complete professional. But we also saw the video from Jeff Gluck where Chase Elliott was talking to Mr. Hendrick and to Jeff Gordon. So you know he's not happy about it. There's no way he's happy about it. Chase Elliott fans not happy about it. And you can't really blame him. I understand the frustration there. But at the end of the day, if you're a fan of the 5-car like I am, that is what you want to see your driver do. If you are at the very end of a race and you're not going for wins, no matter how you have to get the wins in this particular playoff system, then what are you doing out there? We've seen Chase Elliott do things similar in the past. We've seen him do it to Corey LaJoie. If you have a driver that has won a race, with the exception of maybe Martin Truex Jr., your driver at some point has put a guy into the fence. This is the way that this playoff system makes people drive. Now, I'm not defending Kyle Larson. Like he said, what he said, I'm not proud of what I did. And like I said, if you're a Chase Elliott fan, you have every right to be upset. If you're Chase Elliott, you have every right to be upset. But this is the way it goes with this particular playoff system. You have to get wins. Nothing else really matters. So at the end of the day, every poll I looked at, a lot of fans said in that situation they would have done the same thing. And I can't really disagree with that perception of how this particular event went down. Not the proudest win. I am happy that Kyle Larson won the race, but I'm not super proud of how he did it either. And if you're a Chase Elliott fan, like I said, you've got every right to be upset. But if your driver is in that same situation, I would hope Chase Elliott would do the same thing, because these teams prepare these cars to win races, not to make friends and finish second. The other takeaway from this is because Kyle Larson is the winner of the race, we will not achieve maximum playoff chaos. That means Kurt Busch is locked into the playoffs. When he can get back, if he can get back, once again, our thoughts and prayers go out to Kurt Busch. Hopefully, he will be good for that first round of the playoffs. If not, hopefully he'll just be good for life going forward. But because we won't get two more winners going forward, we will not see the maximum chaos this playoff system could be. We won't see Ryan Blaney and we won't see Martin Truex bumped out. Now, we know one of those drivers will be bumped out, and we won't see Kurt Busch bumped out. So all of the winners this season will get into the playoffs. I was hoping we would have a winner on the outside, but that will not happen. But going forward, there will be some chaos still to be had, because either the fourth place man in points, Martin Truex, or the second place man in points, Ryan Blaney, will miss the playoffs. If not, both of them miss the playoffs. So there is still some playoff drama that could possibly happen. So we definitely will be watching that going forward. The other thing to take away from this is Toyota, typically really good at road courses, has been off at road courses this season, and they were particularly off. Christopher Bell got an 8th place finish, but the next best Toyota was in 20th. Now, they had some mechanical worries. They had some worries about the engine. Something was going on there. They were not super confident in that, and Kyle Busch and Christopher Bell were the only two consistently all day that looked like they were going for it and going for the win. They had no concerns about the engine. Of course, Kyle Busch, unfortunately, spun himself out and took himself out of contention, but he was running really well before that. But Christopher Bell carries the flag for Toyota. Wow, just had the power go out. But like I said, I think I was talking about Christopher Bell carries the flag for Toyota. So not as bad a day as it could have been for Toyota, but definitely not the Toyota we expect to see at Watkins Glen. All right, let's take a look at the top 10. Kyle Larson finishes first. He sweeps the weekend. A.J. Allmendinger finishes second. He finished second in both races this weekend as well. Joey Logano worked his way up to third place. Didn't have a day to write home about, but he made the best of it with a third place finish. Chase Elliott, after that contact with Kyle Larson, ends up finishing fourth. Daniel Suarez ran good all day and gets a fifth place finish for it. The best finishing driver out of the Trackhouse lineup. Michael McDowell finished sixth. Michael McDowell did everything he could to create maximum playoff chaos. And if it had kept raining, he probably would have done it. But Michael McDowell had a great run today, ends up sixth. Tyler Reddick with another good road course run and finished seventh. Christopher Bell, as I said earlier, finished eighth. And Chris Buescher, another good run for RFK, finishes ninth. And Eric Jones, with his ninth top 10 of the season for Petty GMS, finishes 10th. Cole Custer and Kevin Harvick are 11th and 12th. Now on to bad race. Of course, Kimi Räikkönen was running all the way up as far as 8th. So in my opinion, that takes away the argument that Denny Hamlin had about he wasn't going to challenge for the win. He did, and he was running top 10. If you're running top 10, you're challenging for the win. I know some people are on the complete opposite side of that argument. We'll just agree to disagree there. They agree with Denny Hamlin because he got the DNF. He had no chance of winning. I'm of the other thought school that he was running in the top 10. He would have challenged for the win. So it is what it is. We'll agree to disagree on that one. Bubba Wallace had a bad race. He broke a suspension part. He finished 35th. He had worked his way all the way up into the top 15 at one point. Kyle Busch finishes 32nd. He, of course, was running really well before that as well. And Todd Gilliland was running first place before he broke a rear end. Gets a 38th place finish, but is not reflective of the day he had. So Todd Gilliland, even though he was having a good day, ends up with a bad day because, well, the rear end broke. And one more driver of mention there, Joey Hand. Joey Hand ran really good all day. He didn't have a terrible finish, but he didn't have as good a finish as he ran all day also either. So I would throw Joey Hand sort of a little bit of a bad day, but overall mostly a good day. He's sort of in between. I don't really know where to put him, but did want to mention his name. All right, guys, that is all I've got for you on this Monday. Hope your Monday goes well. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about all of this. And if you made it this far, feel free to subscribe. I really appreciate your subscription. It helps out the channel a whole lot. And I really appreciate all of you who are subscribed already. Other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.